Good morning, respected sir, and all students present here. Myself, Rushabh Patel from Praveen Patil Polytechnic in third year of Diploma in Civil Engineering. I am here with my team members Pooja Pagar and Prajali Joshi. We are here with our final year project, and our topic is Green Belt Development. In this topic, we will discuss about the various aspects of Green Belt starting with the introduction. Green Belt is a policy which is used in land use planning so as to retain the areas of undeveloped wild or agricultural land surrounding or neighboring the urban areas, or we can say that Green Belt is an invisible line that designate a border around a certain area, preventing the development of area and allowing the wildlife to return and to be established. Next is the objective of the Green Belt policy. The objective of the Green Belt policies is the protection of the natural or the semi-natural environment, improvement of air quality, and urban part. It is confirmed that the inhabitants to the landscape which consequent and recreational opportunity protection of rural society that might otherwise be absorbed by expanding cities. Now, what are the advantages of green belt? First is the control of air pollution. Trees removes carbon dioxide from the environment through the process of photosynthesis and releases the oxygen. This way, they help to remove the pollutants from the air and improve air quality. A green belt development will trap particulate matter and the natural removal from the air. Noise control. A green belt work as a barrier to the high intensity sound waves. The sound wave can be deflected, refracted, or absorbed by the trees that ultimately reduce the intensity. Extent in intensity reduction depends on the distance of the green belt from the source of sound waves. Trees can make impact on humidity and climate which affects sound intensity. The roots of the trees bind to the soil particles and help in the soil control by improving soil quality. Greenbelt retain water and prevent water runoffs. It offers area of walking, camping and biking close to the cities and towns. Greenbelt provide inhabitant of for plant, animal and wildlife. Greenbelt provide better.
Thank you, Rushabh. My name is Pooja Suresh Pagar. Now I explain in particular species used in green belt. First is bushes with side but lovely fragrance. Second one is Acacia fernandsiana. That is a Mexican plant. It is plant which with yellow colored flower with fragrance. This plant do not have rich cover but have contracting smell, but they have limitations of seasonality and thorny nature. Next one is Melaleuca species. The members of this species have sweet fragrance and thin cover in India. Next is pine, cedar, junipers. They provide protections and rich canopy but are site specific. Next one is eucalyptus. They provide white cover and can be used for their specific odor, but they also suffer with the imitations of site specificity and high in the urban neighborhood. Next one is vetiver. This plant is renowned as king of perfumes. Do not eat strong odor which can inactive odor inactive other odors. Its odor relieves fatigue and affects the nervous system, due to which it is used as a key species in aromatherapy. Next one is plant which tolerate pollution. A plant which has high efficiency in pollution tolerance in Nurem. Um, Hedges, herbs like a tulsi, turmeric, etc. can also be used for their effective odor. Thank you. Now I hand over to my team member Prajali Joshi.
Thanks, Pooja. Next point is criticism. First criticism is housing crisis. The green belt has used benefits of public health and environment, but these benefits do not ensure as claimed. It is claimed that green belt is not significant role of clean air and water. Rather, the decision of the green belt development is to prevent housing demand with the zone. Second criticism is increasing urban sprawl. The green belt increasing urban sprawl and increase in urban sprawl migration of population from the pollutant town and city to low density residential development areas. Next point is guidelines for green belt development. First is pollutant integration. Second is theoretical model for green belt development. Third is sectional for plant for green belt, and fourth is stabilization for fly ash with plants. Thank you.